A new face at Renault in Esteban Ocon as he returns to F1, and the second season for the Honey Badger at Renault. The team line up in Paris to release the R.S.20, the fifth car to be released ahead of the 2020 season. Cyril Abiteboul and Alain Prost lined up first to greet the team with the two drivers and some of the world's media and press. But the full car wasn't released today. Only images and sneak peeks of what they're calling as the winter testing pre-season livery. But these are teasers of what might be on the car for the rest of the season. So let's have a look at what these 4 photos are. After the releasing of the 4 previous teams, Haas was a bit of a shake-up, but then we had same old in Mercedes, Ferrari, and of course Red Bull this morning. Just normal colours, nothing really much changing, but this is a big one. Now Renault is a team that's known for having a lot of yellow, and when they first came back into Formula 1 they had an all yellow livery and it looked a little bit like a banana. But this one is all black and gold actually, with hints of white for the text, and it looks absolutely stunning. Now, there's no actual hints of what's going to be changing on the car, and as I say, this livery might change. But first look is going to be absolutely amazing. Now, it looks to be kind of a chrome or a matte look of black. Everything is black on the car. The yellow 31 for Esteban Ocon's number is in gold, with hints of white for Renault, scattered all around the car and some of the sponsors. It looks absolutely amazing. Now, it's definitely going to be a standout on the grid. It's black, but it's going to stand out from all the other cars. We don't think there's going to be any other teams using black, and it certainly goes back to what we wanted in the car. Now, Infiniti line up as one of the biggest sponsors for Renault this coming season, and the engine that they're using, the Renault engine, they are hoping will get them back to winning ways, and of course that is what Renault are hoping for. Now, the two drivers in Daniel Ricciardo and Esteban Ocon are hoping to bring the team back to winning ways. Danny Ric lines up for the second season, and Esteban Ocon is new to the team, returns back into Formula 1 having a sabbatical year, see when he raced for Racing Point, or formerly known as Force India, in 2018, and they came out with a few quotes for this coming season. The Honey Badger says, "I'm looking forward to blending into the team better off the back of having a full season behind us. So things are going to be easier in that sense. I learned a lot about myself and obviously a lot about the team." And new French driver Esteban Ocon says, "It's all about the details in Formula 1, and I've seen quite a lot of details on the Renault RS.20. It's exciting to see the design, but the next thing you want is to be behind the wheel and feeling what it's like." Jérôme Stoll, the president of Renault Sport Racing, has said, "2020 is an important transition year for the team. We aim to recapture the positive momentum from our first 3 years since returning to Formula 1, while preparing for next season, which will represent a new cycle for all teams." Now that should be a hint of what's to come for Renault, of course trying to get back to winning ways as they are. I think the most exciting thing to watch in a midfield battle is Daniel Ricciardo. 2019 was a bit of a transitional year for him as well, trying to get a feel for the car, and the big thing for him was 2020. He wants to get back to podiums, fastest laps, regular points, and getting back to where his career should be going. And I've said on a personal level that I believe Danny Ric's season, 2020, is the most important season, the biggest season, and the one that could define where he ends up in the future. The door at Ferrari is still open, as well as a bunch of other places, and he could possibly return to Red Bull. So it's imperative that he has a good season. And with a good teammate next to him in Esteban Ocon, and a good car, and the livery doesn't speak for results on track, but if it does, I think Renault have won this one. Definitely the best livery we've seen so far. This is the 5th team to launch, and it is absolutely amazing. Now, Red Bull have done this before, using teaser liveries for pre-season and then changed it back for Australia. But we'll have to see how it goes. But definitely for Catalonia, it's going to stand out and it's going to be amazing. So that is the 5th team to launch. Thank you very much for watching this episode. McLaren is next. Hope you can join us for that. Maybe McLaren could be changing their look too. See, last year was a different look with the new drivers. They retain the same drivers, but maybe a new look is on the horizon, as a few more sponsors have been added over the winter break. Thank you very much for watching. or listening even. Leave your comments down below about what you think about the Renault car. And until next car launch, we'll see you later.